at halftime. Big game up in Austin. The Steel Knights trailing Lake Travis 10-3 late in the third.
One thing you have to be a cheerleader.
Little flip over to the near side, caught. And inside the 15 down to the 14. And once again, it's Christian Dupree. He is a sophomore, and this is a relatively young team for Jared Johnston.
You know, it might be better that Lake Travis and Steele that you lose that game, because then you win it in the regional finals, which was what happened last year.
The regular season battle last year had Steele winning in a close game that we broadcast, and then in the second or third round of the playoffs, it was a victory that time for the Cavaliers in Austin. So I think being either home, the home team had the advantage in either game. So it's 3rd and 1 here with the score still 17-0 Clemens. I'll say this for Del Valle, they look good with their charcoal gray pants.
Yes, it really looks nice. It's a new color. It must have been a penalty on that. He moved it forward for a first down. We didn't quite see what the penalty was.
First and goal at the 9. Receivers are split. Alvarez looking the left side for the back coming out of the backfield, and it's going to be a touchdown.
And they faked it to that running back, and he just kept on running to the left side, and Alvarez found him for the touchdown.
Braden Fleming.
Yeah, and that was a beautifully designed play. See if we can see it. Okay, he runs right out into the flat and in for the touchdown.
High school teams that can master those kind of plays can really get a lot of mileage from it and become much more dangerous. Harlandale used to run screenplay very effectively, and then Alamo Heights always had running backs that would catch out of the backfield. 24-0, 7:37 to go. You're watching high school football, presented by the John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by the Texas Sports Productions.
Don't want that old car but don't know what to do? Call Pick and Pull and turn that old car into cash. We buy more because we pay more, running or not, and we'll pick it up free. Pick and Pull has the largest inventory in South Texas with over 4,500 parts cars, so we need to buy. Go to pickandpullsa.com for more details. Pick and Pull. We buy more because we pay more.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
The Linda Company of San Antonio is about creating an amazing living experience for their residents. An experience that isn't perfectly described with words, but is felt the minute you walk through their doors. They strive to maintain an environment where memories are built and life happens. Their team applies advanced education and real-world experience to provide excellent real estate services in acquisitions, asset management, development, and investment. Learn more at lynd.com. Lind, your home, our passion.
The savings keep adding up for Fred Loya customers in Texas. In recent months, people who switched from Geico, Allstate, and Progressive to Fred Loya Insurance saved over $1,700 a year. State Farm customers saved over $1,300 a year. Include the savings of Fred Loya customers from multiple states, and that's a combined savings of over $1.1 million a year. Start paying less for your car insurance. Call or visit fredloya.com.
Well, the kickoff by Brumgard out of the end zone for a touchback. Clemens leading 24-0 over Del Valle here at Robert and Glenda Lenhoff Stadium. Well, life can sometimes throw unexpected challenges, leaving some lost and disconnected from their true selves. At Carla Barnes and Brandy Martin, licensed professional counselors, PLCC, located in Schertz, the team of licensed therapists focus on solution-based healing, working with clients to identify their strengths, develop effective coping strategies, and set achievable goals. Carla Barnes, LPC, and Brandy Martin, LPC, and its caring professionals, they're committed to spreading hope in the community and helping grow into their most authentic selves. The offices are located at 1996 Schertz Parkway, Suite 501 in Schertz. And we thank the team of Carla Barnes and Brandy Martin, licensed professional counselors, for their support of the SCUC Education Foundation.
Loss of 5 on the first play from scrimmage for the Cardinals. They tried to run a quarterback sweep to the left side, and the Buffaloes would have none of it.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side for Del Valle. I'll probably sneak Del Valle in at least one more time. They'll run the football.
There is a Del Valle down in the valley. And they just played Burgess last week, El Paso. No, it's not. It's Del Valle in El Paso.
El Paso, yes. There's a school named Del Valle.
Yes. And they beat Burgess last week. What was it, David? 45, 50 to nothing? But that was a different Del Valle.
Yes. I used to live in Del Valle, down in the Rio Grande Valle. 3rd and 10 from the 25.
Were you a Valle boy?
Pleasant memories. I married a Valle girl, as that is over everybody's head along the far sideline, and it'll be a 4th down for the Cardinals.
Chica de Valle?
Chica del Valle, yes. I married a Chica del Valle. As a matter of fact, she has a shirt that says Texas Chica, so...
Should say Valle Chiqui.
Valle Chica, yeah. So to use slang, she would be my ruca, which is like my chick.
I think you better be careful with those slings.
Yeah, that may be a little stronger than my chick, so I'm sorry if that came across wrong. This may be, of course, my last broadcast ever for Texas Sports Productions. The punt, not a very good one, and Clemens again is going to inherit excellent field position.
Looked like the punter might have pulled something there.
Definitely one of the themes of today's game is the field position battle, which Clemens has completely dominated. They're spotting it at the Cardinal 42.
Yeah, the short fields have been really advantageous to Clemens. Broadcast tonight a
players who have worked hard in practice and now getting an opportunity to play a little bit with a 24-0 lead. Looks like Bryson Andre is the quarterback. He is a senior, number 6. So as we start piecing these players together, we'll bring you their names and their numbers. They do have some starters still out there, primarily along the offensive line. 2nd and 8 for Clemens. And they'll keep the ball on the ground. Good cutback inside the 30, 25. Still running. Cuts the field 10, 5. Touchdown, Clemens.
Unfortunately, that one's going to come back.
That looked to be Malachi Hughes, number 20.
No, I think it was number 2, wasn't it? No, it was number 20. You're right.
And you're right, Dave. That flag is going to nullify a great run back. Look at the cutback here. And then he turned on the jets.
He runs just like me, only a lot faster.
The running styles are very similar. Except a little bit more fluid for young Malachi.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to carry a walker.
No. Yeah, but can he catch Senior League baseball?
No, he can't. He can't even qualify, thank goodness for him.
Yeah, once you reach that age, it's you're always a little leery if you hear some guy reciting something in Latin, because you never know if they're last rites.
That is so wrong.
It is wrong, and I apologize. They'll try the left side and get inside.
Oh, come on, another penalty flag.
Down to the 47.
I think these guys, this is like their second game of the year, these officials, and they want to make sure that their flags are still working.
They drank too much water.
Let's see what the call is.
Block below the waist.
In fairness, this is our second broadcast of the season, and we're struggling a little bit. I'm not talking about the technical difficulties. We're just, again, we're regarded as the F troop of Texas sports production. So
I thought that F was for fine.
I think it's for funky.
Funky.
So it's a second down
Freaky.
and 33 to 35.
I was talking to our president of our network today, and he says, "Thank goodness we have the Hutto Hippos coming up next week, and we know more about the Hutto Hippos. Well, about a hippo."
Little run there as the play action pass fizzled out. Bryson Andre picked up a couple of yards there. For the longest time, true story, I didn't know that hippos were killers.
Hippos are one of the most dangerous animals in the jungle.
I just thought they were lovable animals that chewed on vegetation, but they. I only recently found out that they kill with impunity. I did not do well in that portion of the science class. So 3rd and 33. And that pass is put up for grabs, almost intercepted. Del Valle had a chance to come up with the INT. Del Valle. And Travis Hughes rues the day that he dropped that football.
There's nothing like ruining the day you drop a football. Because there could be 25, 30 years from now, he is still ruining the day and telling the story. and run back to our broadcast and say, that commentator said that I ruined the day.
I apologize. You got me there, Dave. You got me down to size without question.
You coming back?
Good punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 28 as Del Valle with a 24-0 deficit with 5:31 to go here in the third quarter. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ed Suarez along with Dave Parker, David Klaus, our statistician. Dario Ramos is our all-do-everything engineer bringing the game to us. And our two videographers, Eugenio is out there as well.
Camera one.
So, ball will be spotted at the 29. They'll set it over at the left hash.
This game is not totally out of hand. I mean, 24-0, couple of scores here could put these Cardinals back in the game.
They'll run a little jet sweep. Nice cutback run, and they'll push it back all the other way. But the Buffs read it well. It's a loss of about 3. Del Valle, now that you think about it, was shut out last week 30-0, so they still have not scored a point. And I think it starts becoming something that becomes a pressing matter, and maybe the players are trying too hard to get on the board.
Yeah, and here at the Linhoff, the visiting team has not scored a point this season.
That's right. So, very stingy on the defensive side for Steele and Clemens. That ball is run up the middle and is close to a first down. See where they spotted. It should be about a yard shy.
Touchdown saving tackle really by Paul Menke from his safety position.
That was Joel Jordan with the run for Del Valle. Paul Menke is committed to Duke University, and he had got a myriad of offers from D1 schools, FBS schools. And for the moment, he is committed to Duke. Of course, that could change. 1st and 10 at the 39. There's a kid that has a very high ceiling.
That looked like that could have been a halfback pass.
I think they were thinking about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that the Cardinal coaches have certainly rolled the dice tonight. They might roll the dice with a little trickeration. How do you say that word? That confiscation thing?
Obfuscation?
Obfuscation. There you go.
Obfuscation, yes.
It's just like a word that I would normally use day to day, but different.
Another penalty sets the Cardinals back to the 34, 1st and 15. Run the football again, little jet sweep and hard hit. That could have been a pick and pull collision play, as that'll pick up maybe 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
This was a pick and pull collision right there at the end of the play. You know, and don't forget the John Wayne Player of the Game that we'll be choosing.
Marcelo Vasquez, I think, is the one who smacked the runner on the play. 2nd and 12 at the 37, 24-0 Clemens. 3:26 to go here in the third quarter. They'll run the football again, and another hard hit. That looked to be Menke. Pretty decent start to that play until Menke put an end to it. So we're looking at a 3rd and about 6 for the Cardinals. Joel Jordan was the ball carrier on that play for the Cards. Trips to the right, the near side. Travis Hughes in motion. The ball is down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there for a first down for Del Valle. As they get down to the 37 is Kevin Meeks on the receiving end of that play.
Beautiful throw down the middle. And I think that the Clemens coaching staff's putting some of the starters back into the ball game.
Buffs would very much like to keep that goose egg up on the defensive side. Good run again. A hit and still on his feet and still moving is Joel Jordan. That was a nice piece of running there.
That was I don't know how many yard gain. That was about 27 yards, I would say.
He's a strong runner. He bounced off 2 tacklers. And they've had a pretty good hole here to start that play.
1st and goal.
So Del Valle is showing some promise here and has a chance to score its first touchdown. They'll run the football. And not much there for Ardoin. He's got some flashes as a quarterback.
Yeah, he does. He's got, he's a tall kid. Tall, as they say in West Texas, a tall drink of water.
On a very warm and thirsty night. Cormac McCarthy, I'm not. 2nd and goal from the 9. And they'll throw that football and incomplete. His intended receiver was Meeks, and Menke was defending on the play.
That'll bring up 3rd and goal. Lost about a yard on the 2nd down play.
Looking over to the sideline for instruction. Cards will go with a 4-receiver set. One of them going in motion left to right. And this time the Buffs D bows up.
And they had a blitz call that time. And one of my favorite players, we haven't mentioned him tonight, is Ocean Zuniga. Ocean Zuniga came through there in the middle. And looks like they're going to go for a field goal. I don't know the point in this.
I think just getting points is the point.
3 points in this.
They also have a left-footed kicker, Manuel Guevara. And his kick not as strong and no good as he pulled that a little bit to the right. So the shutout continues. 24-0 Clemens. You are watching high school football presented by the John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions.
It's so easy to love Pick and Pull. Why? How about the largest inventory in South Texas? How about the ease of finding your part with our interchange and real-time inventory search at pickandpullsa.com? How about an organized yard and maps to find your parts, plus a shuttle? At Pick and Pull, we make it easy to save money on the quality used auto parts you need at a price you can afford.
More to pick, less pull from your budget. Now that's Pick and Pull.
It's high school football time, and John Wayne is right in the middle of the action. At the end of this game, one of the players will be chosen as the John Wayne Player of the Game. Go to johnwayne.com right now and vote for the player who you think will win. Pick the correct player and you'll win 2 tickets to a San Antonio Gunslingers home game.
Well, while you were away, a nice piece of running that time by Raekwon Ruffin. And the Buffs will have the ball in the field. Leading 24-0 with 23 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
And once again, that missed field goal kept the streak of the opponents scoring no points.
We will go to the fourth quarter. Clemens, 12 minutes away from its first victory of the season. You're watching high school football. Presented by the John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions.
Have you been looking for a computer and electronics store that's right for you? Altex Computers and Electronics has been serving businesses and consumers for over 30 years. Altex has aisles and aisles of computer systems, laptops, network accessories, surveillance equipment, and thousands of cables and connectors. From computer upgrades and repair to complete system and network design and installation, Altex gives great customer service before and after the sale. Altex Computers and Electronics, your total technology store. Locations throughout Texas and ALTEX.com.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services.
Nationally recognized lawyers.
Over 40 years experience.
Lawyers who care.
Ready to help you 24/7. Quick response.
That's right, Wainwright.
Legal team who stops at nothing to win your case.
Wainwright takes on unfair insurance companies.
Justice for clients.
A big construction truck totaled my car, so I called Wainwright. Wainwright won for me.
Don't wait. Call 888-8888. Respect. Justice. Demand it. Wainwright Injury Law.
And we're back. Back at Robert and Glenda Lenhoff Stadium. Samuel Clemens 24, Del Valle 0. Second ball game of the season for both, and Clemens, barring a collapse, is going to win its first game of the season, as that is going to be a loss of 1 on that play. The ball carrier that time was Cabron Miles.
You know, and don't forget the John Wayne Player of the Game. It's kind of up for grabs right now. You can go vote at www.johnwayne.com. You could win those 2 tickets to the Gunslingers games.
I think we're going to defer to David Klaus on this one. He's going to probably have the best insight, our statistician, on
I'm thinking we'll just put him in charge.
Actually, I'd like to give him the mic, and my back's starting to stiffen up a little bit. I don't know what that has to do with me talking, but... Run here to the near side.
Well, don't talk about it then.
Kyle Ballard, the running back. I'm actually going to take a seat. Oh. Age is starting to creep up on me. No, it didn't creep up on me. It sprinted past middle age until old age.
Just remember, I'm a lot older than you are, but you're catching up by percentage every day.
Every day.
And your hair is displaying that.
I used to have brown hair. Now it's what's left is white.
Yeah, but it's better gray than nay.
Well, but I'm slowly approaching the nay stage. 3rd and 6 from the Del Valle 46 for the Buffs. They'll look near side. Plenty of time. The pass is tipped and incomplete. Bryson Andre has been the quarterback now for the last couple of drives, as Nathan Alvarez is probably done for the night.
And they come in with their punt team. Is Brundage the punter too?
I believe it's Caden Turner.
45. Brumgard is on the field to punt. Brumgard, excuse me. Let's be the first punt of the ball game.
Gives a little end over ender. It'll take a bounce inexplicably, allowed to do so, and they'll chase it down to the 2-yard line, and that's where the ball is downed. And so now Del Valle looking at 98 yards in front of them. Dave, how many times have we done a football game where this just gets your goat, where they let the punt go instead of calling for a fair catch or running up the field and put themselves in a precarious position?
Yeah, we always say you've got to catch the football. You know, we've had a beautiful moons the last few days, and blood moon or a blue moon has come up over on the other side of the stadium. How beautiful is that?
Very nice. The last couple of days, you're right. I've had the chance to go walk.
There we see it on your screen.
Yeah. First and 10 now for Del Valle at its own 2.
And you know, like that tiny fish over there? And that.
We'll try the right side. And Menke with the tackle. And once again, the carrier for
I guess
the Cardinals is Joel Jordan.
Part of the story of this ball game has been field position. Throughout the ball game, the Cardinals have been starting on their end of the field, deep in their end of the field. This is the deepest first part of the possession.
Well, their first possession, they kind of gift wrapped the ball for Clemens, at the 3-yard line after the punter fielded the snap over his head and downed it at the 3, which led to the Buffs' first score. And then it's just been exponentially worse in terms of field position for Del Valle. 3rd and 6 now.
Now the defense for the Buffaloes has really controlled this football game. But some of it has been the Cardinals. So there's been sort of a synergistic effect.
Synergistic? That's a nice word. Ball over to the near side is incomplete. Intended receiver was Kevin Meeks, and Meeks has been his go-to guy for most of the evening. So they will punt the ball away, and once again, Clemens will inherit. Great situation here with a 24-0 lead, and probably with a chance to apply the coup de grace.
Now we're doing French.
Well, if you do it in the country, it's coup de grace. Or coup de grace, depending on how you view it. It's an end-over-ender, fielded at the 36, and here come the Buffs down to the 20 to the 15, inside, still moving and down inside the 10, down to the, it's about the 6.
Carefully stepping down the sideline. There was an example of what we talk about. He caught the ball, and then you watch him on the run back. The difference is, the run back was about 20 yards, but that ball would have gone another 15 if he'd have let it go. So the difference is about 35 yards in field position.
He was able to finagle about 5 more yards tiptoeing down the sideline, Xavier Jordan. So that was a nice piece of running there. So it's 24-zip.
And
the Valley defense already out on the field.
Buffalo's knocking on the door.
1st and goal.
It's been very much of a blue moon because the Blue have been in control.
Nice roll blue color with gold. And actually wearing the blue on blue, which is kind of stylistic. So run the football down to about the 2-yard line. Again, it's Raekwon Ruffin.
That's a great name for a football player.
Raekwon
Ruffin.
It's a Ruffin.
Ruffin. And Ruffin up the middle.
He picked up 5 yards.
And Ruffin comes out. I don't know how Scooby got in here. I think he came in.
Actually, I call my dog the Ruffin Romeo. My dog Shula.
Your dog is an interesting character.
Yes, he is. They'll run the football right side, and another touchdown for the Buffs. So that might be the one that puts this game pretty much out of reach. Cabron Miles. And it's 30-0 pending the extra point.
Good blocking on the right side of the line. We need to start thinking about that John Wayne player of the game. Or we don't need to think about it. We're going to have David Klaus choose it.
We're going to defer to David. But right now, it's really up for grabs. Paul Menke on defense has made some nice plays, and the extra point by Brumgard is good. So you are watching high school football presented by the John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions.
It's high school football time, and John Wayne is right in the middle of the action. At the end of this game, one of the players will be chosen as the John Wayne Player of the Game. Go to johnwayne.com right now and vote for the player who you think will win. Pick the correct player and you'll win 2 tickets to a San Antonio Gunslingers home game. And just for playing, you'll have a chance to win the John Wayne $10,000 home makeover package. Don't fumble. Go to johnwayne.com and vote before the end of the game.
And we're back.
Ethan Brumgard to kick it away now for the Buffs. They have looked more up than down. Del Valle is struggling a little bit as they continue to find their identity. That ball is bobbled in the end zone. He's going to run it out.
Oh.
Maybe not the best decision as the Buffs converge. They're going to spot that at the 2-yard line, and that was a mental error more than anything else. And now terrible field position for Del Valle. And you don't fault someone for trying to make a play, but sometimes discretion is the better part of valor.
Yeah, I think in that case he thought he fumbled it, and he thought he had to run it out. You know, when you take a look at the drive summaries, that last drive was 34 yards. The drive summaries have been very short. There was a 73-yard drive and a 61-yard drive, a missed field goal on that 61-yard drive. But for the most part, very short fields for the Clemens Buffaloes.
I'll go to a 3-receiver set, and flags on the play. Well, is inflation hitting your home budget? Come out to Mission Open Air Market and find the biggest bargains in Texas on household items, tools, clothes, collectibles, and more. They even have a farmer's market full of the best bargains in Texas. Beat inflation every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting at 6 a.m. on the corner of Morrison Boulevard and Loop 410 South. We'll see you there.
You know, surprisingly enough, there's only been one turnover by the Cardinals, but they have had 6 penalties for 60 yards. I think that was another 1-yard penalty. That'll put them at 61 yards compared to the Buffaloes with 47 yards. Our crack statistician David Klaus with that information. And they'll call timeout. And a lot of frustration on that sideline.
I would think so. First United Bank believes in the power of faith, financial well-being, health and wellness, and personal growth that transform lives. It believes its clients deserve more than just a bank. They deserve a partner who shares their values. First United Bank strives to support its customers by offering a wide range of services tailored to their individual needs, whether it's saving for the future, securing a mortgage, or planning for retirement. Experience the difference that comes with a banking at First United Bank. It's more than a financial institution. It's a place you can thrive and build a brighter future. And again, thank you, First United Bank, for your support of the SCUC Education Foundation. So 1st and 11, as this has been a game to forget for Del Valle, and Clemens using this game, it hopes, to build upon and continue to get better week by week. That pass, nice. Little slant play, 30, 35, 40, and this is going to be off to the races. It's Philip Mara, it's Donovan Douglas with the catch and score, and that is going to be an 89-yard touchdown.
99
check
yards.
that. 99 yards.
Let's go back and take a look at that again, if possible. 99. That's our second 99-yard broadcast in the last 3 years. And there it is, right down the middle. And it's off to the races. Minky almost caught him here.
They had man coverage, and the slant offered that opportunity, and that touchdown by Del Valle puts them on the board. Their first score of the season, and with 7:37 to go. Here in the fourth quarter, it's Clemens 31, Del Valle 7. You are watching high school football presented by the John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions.
The savings keep adding up for Fred Loya customers in Texas. In recent months, people who switched from Geico, Allstate, and Progressive to Fred Loya Insurance saved over $1,700 a year. State Farm customers saved over $1,300 a year. Include the savings of Fred Loya customers from multiple states, and that's a combined savings of over $1.1 million a year. Start paying less for your car insurance. Call or visit fredloya.com. If you don't call, you don't save.
For all your business and personal banking needs, Schertz Bank and Trust is your community bank of choice to fit your needs and lifestyle. All the modern conveniences of big national banks, but with friendly, personalized service. At Schertz Bank and Trust, you are not just a number, but a valued customer that will be treated with respect. Learn the variety of loan and deposit account options online at SchertzBank.com. Schertz Bank and Trust, strong and stable since 1913.
And we're back.
It's 31-7, Clemens over Del Valle with 7:37 to go here in the game. We want to give a shout out to Amy Cirizati, the principal of Samuel Clemens High School. She came up and spoke to us during the Fred Loya halftime show. And also a shout out to Fred Loya Insurance, as they are our halftime sponsor. Kickoff return is fielded way on the other side of the field and run back to the 32-yard line. Ran a long way, didn't get too far, but Christian Dupree tried to make something out of nothing. 1st and 10, Clemens from its own 33, leading 31-7. So they gave up a touchdown. It was Del Valle's first score of the season, and now the first time that a SCUC high school gave up a score
on this field.
On this field.
And I've been trying to talk to David Clausen about a hint on the John Wayne player of the game, and he's been very close-mouthed about it.
He has offered nothing as of yet. They'll run the football and
Joshua Jackson
get to the 36. We have a score out of Austin. It's Lake Travis 17, Steele 3 with about 17 seconds to go in the third quarter.
I didn't think that you could have a down player at Del Valle, down player. Joshua Jackson was a hint that I got out of David Klaus.
Could be.
Don't forget, you can go to johnwayne.com for the player of the game. www.johnwayne.com, and you can get those gunslinger tickets. Those are a hot ticket to come by.
Los Pistoleros.
Los Pistoleros.
Well, Jeff Large, Guadalupe County Precinct 3 Constable, is a graduate of Samuel Clemens High School and has always had a passion for the SCUC community. He was recently appointed to his position as constable, where he and his deputies serve as the first link in the county's chain of law enforcement. Constable Large has a genuine passion for public safety and a strong desire to serve and improve the lives of Guadalupe County residents. His selflessness exemplifies the spirit of public service, and he's committed to making the community one he can be proud of and where all families can feel safe. Jeff Large, Guadalupe County Precinct 3 Constable. And thank you for your support of the SCUC Education Foundation.
I do believe that was Del Valle's first score of the year.
Yes, they were shut out last week 30-0, so a positive to build on. Something they can look forward to, at least when you're looking at film, and feel good that you did a few things right. We'll try to run the football again, and now we have a flag for a little extracurricular. Malachi Hughes with the carry, and he was tossed aside with malice after the play really was over, and there was a penalty prior to that, I believe.
Yeah, we had the whistle had called it dead, and the coaching staff for Del Valle is saying, why would you do something like that? So we got two penalties. One's a dead ball foul, so you're going to have to assess the 5 yards and then assess the 15. It's going to be, okay, now we'll go 5 yards backwards and then 15 yards forward.
Or just 10 yards forward. Let's see where...
No, it should be 15. It's a dead ball personal foul.
Oh, they already did the 5 yards backwards?
Yes.
Okay, I missed that.
So net is 10 yards.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Again, subtraction, quite the issue here.
You're in communications, not mathematics.
No. Mathematics, subtraction was always viewed as addition's tricky friend. So,
hey, that multiplies that issue.
And divides us in the booth. Ball is at the 46.
As long as you get the equation right.
Hey, as long as I can balance my checkbook, everything else is good. And they'll run the ball to about the 47, maybe the 48. 6:35 to go.
My checkbook is easy to balance. There's no money there.
Come on, now we know that's not true.
We know that's true right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Parker's wallet is carry-on luggage in the airport. So.
Yeah. If you believe that, I got some land. It's out in Somerset. I can sell it to you.
He doesn't count his money. He weighs it.
Ooh,
brings it in wheelbarrows. So, no pressure. If you start getting phone calls from long-lost relatives.
Yeah.
We'll try the right side. Inside the 45 down to the 44.
Nice run there by Cameron Miles. And that moon gets prettier and prettier as the evening goes on.
Still relatively warm outside. Temperature listed at 87. As we look forward to the autumnal vibes.
Autumnal. I thought that was what happened to my tummy when I eat too much. I get an autumnal.
3rd and 1 from the 45. This will be a first down for Clemens inside the 40 down to the 38. And more good running by Malachi Hughes. Clock continues to run.
One thing I used to hate about losing on the road is just that drive home. He runs it outside. Good job blocking outside. And he picked up some good yards. And the referee starts the clock. Not supposed to because he did go out of bounds. But mercifully, clock management, making that thing go.
2 receivers set for the Buffs. Over to the far side. And they're going to keep the ball on the ground. They'll pick up a yard, maybe 2 on the play as Miles again with the carry. Well, need to sell a house, buy one or both, downsizing, need extra space for grandma or grandpa, have an empty nest.
Hey, don't be talking about my grandpa.
Having a new baby, Dave? Getting married or getting a divorce?
No, I'm just a grandpa.
2 wonderful kids. The Delgado grandkids. The Delgado Realty Group can help you with real estate needs and all of your life events. They will become your realtors for life. And buying or selling house, land, commercial, farm, and ranch or rentals, Jason and Mitzi can help you with it all. They are Cibolo residents who proudly support the SCUC1 community. Give them a call at 210-721-1022 or visit their website at thedelgadorealtygroup.com. Thedelgadorealtygroup.com. Run up the middle again. Not much for Clemens, and now they are just milking the clock, and as it is about the 3:40 mark. The clock on the... Oh, now it's been corrected to 3:30.
And running.
Next week, we will be right back here at Robert and Glenda Lenoff Stadium. We'll have the Hutto Hippos and the Steel Knights.
The Hippos are coming. The Hippos are coming. And the Steel Knights sounds like they're going to want to turn things around.
We'll push it outside, inside the 30. Good piece of running. And tell you what, Miles and Malachi Hughes have gotten it and making their case for more playing time.
Yeah, and they're running strong outside. Yeah, the Steel Knights trailing Lake Travis this evening.
17-3 was the last report we got.
And into the ball game for the Del Valle Cardinals is number 43, Victor Rios, a senior.
We have an update on that game in Lake Travis. It's 20-10 in favor of the Cavaliers over the Steel Knights with 1:42 to go in regulation.
Yeah,
good stop there by Del Valle on first down.
Sounds like the Knights will be ready for a little revenge, a little turn around.
Yeah, Hutto may be on the receiving end of some frustration. Westlake over Judson 34-0 with almost 11 minutes to go in the contest over there. That's a little bit of a surprise. Brennan over Brandeis 28-10. We saw Brennan last week.
They're making a comeback, trying to get back in that top 12.
They definitely played a game that was out of character based on the talent level that they have, and losing to Steele 52-0. Carried to about the 26-yard line as we're at the 1:30 mark here in the fourth quarter. Clemens, unless they break a big run here, will probably take a knee.
And Dario Ramos getting the scoreboard back on the screen. We've had a rough go of it this evening, but he has been onward through the fog through the whole thing.
You talk about grinding through issues, man. He got us back on the air. Hat tip to Dario Ramos.
Oh, that's a new quarterback. Spencer Mann comes in to carry the ball.
And he's also picked up a new nickname. Now he's known as Daddy-O.
There you go.
Daddy-O Dario. Dario Daddy-O Ramos.
Daddy-O from the Barrio.
There you go. I like that.
And also Daddy-O.
I'm going better with a Daddy-O. I don't want any Barrios around here.
Fourth down, and we're getting inside of 30 seconds, and I think what they're going to do is just call a timeout real quick here as the clock gets down, the play clock to 2 to 1, and there's the timeout called. Well, Affinity Family Healthcare Clinic, located in Cibolo, is a healthcare facility dedicated to providing the highest quality of care in the surrounding area. With a wide range of services available, patients can expect personalized treatments for allergies, weight loss, IV therapy, Botox, and fillers, and much more. The clinic takes pride in its ability to cater to each individual's needs and deliver tailored care for optimal results. Led by Sean and Amanda Dittman, the clinic's team is dedicated to the highest quality primary care and putting a patient's needs first and ensuring their well-being. Trust the expertise and genuine care provided for you at Affinity Family Care Clinic, located at 232 Bright Road, Suite 117 in Cibolo. And thank you, Affinity Family Care Clinic, for your support of the SCUC Education Foundation. So this should be the last play. It's always the favorite play for coaches, victory formation, sort of. They'll run the ball one last time, and one good, strong carry left in Cabron Miles. And the Clemens Buffaloes, did they call a timeout? No, they stopped the clock on first down and moved the chains, and the game is over. Samuel Clemens over Del Valle today, 31-7. The Buffs go to 1-1 on the season, and Del Valle falls to 0-2. We'll be back with more in just a moment. You're watching high school football, presented by the John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app, and powered by Texas Sports Productions.
The Linda Company of San Antonio is about creating an amazing living experience for their residents. An experience that isn't perfectly described with words, but is felt the minute you walk through their doors. They strive to maintain an environment where memories are built and life happens. Their team applies advanced education and real-world experience to provide excellent real estate services in acquisitions, asset management, development, and investment. Learn more at lynd.com. Lind, your home, our passion.
Hello, football fans. I'm Taylor Ahrens with TexasHighSchoolFootball.com. From game previews, recaps, live scores, and all the latest news, TexasHighSchoolFootball.com is your home for all things Texas High School football. And to dive even deeper into the huddle, subscribe to the Texas High School Football Podcast for interviews with people who make Texas High School football the sport we love.
Well, we are back here at Robert E. Glenda Lenhoff Stadium, and good night for the Clemens Buffs. And there you see a team that is ebullient after winning its first game of the season, 31-7 over Del Valle. David Klaus, run us through what we saw tonight statistically.
Okay, Clemens Buffaloes win 31-7 over Del Valle Cardinals. Clemens controlled the game right from the get-go. 8 of 11 passing for only 70 yards. They ran the ball 45 times and rushed for 188 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's why I chose Joshua Jackson. He had...
and your player of the game?
66 yards, leading rusher for the Clemens Buffaloes. Anyway, that's my opinion.
The John Wayne player of the game, Joshua Jackson?
That's my choice. But y'all are open to your choice.
No, he's already, that is the choice.
3 of 11 passing for Del Valle, 139 yards. 99 of that came on that one pass to Meeks. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. They ran the ball 36 times for only 89 yards, and that was the big difference, I think. Clemens outrushed Del Valle by 100 yards. Additional stats, 58 plays to 52. Clemens in the lead there. Total yards, Clemens 258 to 228. 1 turnover, that was by Del Valle. 62, that was pretty even on the penalties. 62 yards for Del Valle, 65 for Clemens. 4 of 12 on third down conversions for Del Valle and 6 of 13 for Clemens. 1 of 1 on fourth down conversions for Clemens. 0 for 3 fourth down conversions for Del Valle. Final score 31-7, dominated by Clemens. And that's the leading rusher. Let's look for Del Valle Cardinals. Kennell Hodges, 16 carries, 59 yards. And Joel Jordan had 6 carries for 49 yards.
And we did have a leading receiver, got to be, with a 99-yard reception.
And that would be, Donovan Douglas, 1 reception, 99 yards. Meeks had a reception for 20 yards. For the Clemens Buffaloes, Brandon Abington, 3 receptions, 40 yards. And Christian Dupree had 2 catches for 12 yards.
Well, we'll be back to wrap things up momentarily, and then a look ahead to next week in just a moment, as you'll see some of the schedule. Tomorrow there are a couple of games, Burbank against Sam Houston and Veterans Memorial against Taft. You're watching high school football presented by the John Wayne Service Company on the KSAT Big Game Coverage app and powered by Texas Sports Productions.
For the best high school football coverage in Texas, tap the BGC app. Easily live stream games in high definition for free. Keep up with the latest schedules, scores, highlights, and more. The BGC app, powered by Christus Children's.
The KSAT 12 Weather Authority app forecasts created by certified meteorologists.
With interactive radar.
Late-breaking weather streamed live.
Your 5-day, 10-day, hour-by-hour forecast.
And your photos uploaded right to the app with KSAT Connect.
Download it today.
And we're back.
Welcome back to Robert and Glenda Lenhoff Stadium. A good night for the Clemens Buffaloes. Dave, it's always good to, after you struggle a little bit and lose in the first game, to get a non-district win.
Get back on the track.
Yeah, and so next week Clemens will travel to face Cedar Park, Vista Ridge. And next Friday night, we will have the Steel Knights here against the Hutto Hippos. The Knights ended up losing this evening to Lake Travis 20-10. So it'll be interesting to see how that game unfolded on the accounts, and we'll look at that later. But a win for Clemens. And next week, we'll have a Steel team that probably will be a little salty.
Yes, and let me just tell you, on a personal standpoint, my entire broadcasting career has been waiting for a chance to broadcast the Hutto Hippos. So I, for one, am very excited about next week's games. I'm excited that the Steel Knights will be working on coming back, and we'll get a chance to, the epitome of what I'd really love to call is the Hutto Hippos against the Taylor Ducks.
We did a game at Taylor years ago, remember?
Yes, we sure did, didn't we? But now we're going to do the Hutto Hippos next week. Congratulations to the Clemens Buffaloes as they get back on track, back on the winning lane, and they will be after it next week.
Well, good luck to them next week against Cedar Park Vista Ridge. We'll see you next week. We want to give our thanks to Dario Ramos for all his work in getting us on the air and help grinding through some of these issues. David Klaus, our statistician, our videographers that were out here today. And we want to make sure that you know if you don't catch our game next week, Steele versus Huddy, you're going to rue the day that you missed that game.
And there is, in your life, you should not ever, have to rue a day.
Never.
Because one of the players, and I don't remember which player is ruining the day when he dropped that interception, but when he is probably 48, he'll be looking back at this broadcast ruining all over it.
You're slaying me, Dave. You really are. Hey, I want to give one last shout out to our sponsors, Mission Open Air Market, Affinity Family Care Clinic, the counseling offices of Carla Barnes and Brandy Martin, LPC, First United Bank, as well as Jeff Large, Guadalupe County Precinct 3 Constable, and the DelgadoRealtyGroup.com, as well as Assured Bank and Trust. Thank you so much for your support, especially of the SCUC Education Foundation. Thank you for watching. I'm Ed Suarez. We will see you next Friday. Good night, everybody.